Ximena Fernandez del Bosque, and today I'm gonna do a gap marketing analyzation. First of all, I'm gonna start to talk about the gap history. And so, in 1969, the real estate investor Don Fisher opened the first store in San Francisco aimed at teens and college kids, offering Levi's blue jeans alongside records and tapes. The inspiration for the company came from Don Fisher not being able to find a pair of jeans that fit properly, and Fisher planned to call the store Pants and Discs, but her wife Doris came up with the winning idea of the name The Gap, which is a reference to a generation gap between what the retail industry offered at the time and what younger consumers truly wanted from a clothing store. Nowadays, Gap employs more than 150,000 people and owns more than 3,000 stores in various countries. It is a major clothing retailer in the US, headquartered in San Francisco, and features clothing chains like Old Navy, Banana Republic, and Piper Lime shoe brand. Gap, the largest retail company in the US, was one of the most beloved textile firms by Americans, but the brand is known for its basic and classic denim styling. Currently, the organization is struggling to stay afloat with the steady decline in sales and recent executive transitions, including the sudden departure of CEO Art Peck. However, the company has had to endure stiff competition due to the launch of new clothing brands. In addition, the drop in offline sales has also hurt the business, which has seen how e-commerce took the lead. In just a few years, Gap has gone from being a reference to being a brand without more. Although Gap remains the largest apparel retailer in the US thanks to its namesake company and Old Navy, Banana Republic, Athleta, Intermix, Jenny and Jack, and Hill City, but still the future today is uncertain. For this reason, Business Insider wanted to review from its origins to find out when its decline began. Here in this chart, we can see the Gap revenue and how it declined in just 3 years, and we can see a lot of negative numbers, which is not good for the company. Now we're going to talk about the Gap value proposition. So Gap really believes strongly that they can create amazing products and experiences for their customers through seamless omnichannel experiences, while also ensuring they create opportunity and a healthy environment for their customers, employees, and the people in their supply chain. They are also champions of individuality, pioneers of inclusivity, shapers of culture, forces for good, and believes in possibilities. Now, I'm going to talk about the identity prism of Gap. So first we have the physique aspect, which is that distinctive blue and white logo that we can see here. And it also is in the iconic shirts, hoodies, and jeans. The relationship is they offer trust through providing a well-known, good quality, long-lasting clothes. And more teenagers and college students customers use the brand, and Gap is present in the growth of future generations. The reflection is they reflect independent, modern, and trendy without even trying. Their personality is youthful, humble, approachable, casual, free, and just authentic. The culture is American youth with creative ambitions, with values such as empathy, originality, integrity, and courage. The self-image is at ease with yourself, a customer who sees themselves trendy, cool, artistic, and extrovert. Now I'm going to talk about the SWOT analysis. So first, for the strengths, Gap strengths is the portfolio of distinct set of strong brands across multiple channels, the long-standing vendor relationships which help scale operations, and they have leading omnichannel capabilities. They have a very well positioned to take charge post-pandemic crisis. They have presence of timeless iconic products, strategic supplier relationship, and very good distribution channels. Some weaknesses are they have a large amount of low quality debt, continuous discounts diluting the perceived value of the brand, dependency on external manufacturers, loss of coolness to a certain extent during the past 5 years, and Gap was badly affected by the news of workers working under unsafe conditions, and they lost customers' confidence due to the accusations they had of using child labor, forced labor, and not paying workers for overtime work. Some opportunities Gap has is increasing popularity for rental subscription services, growing potentially activewear and athleisure segment, international market expansion focusing on Asia, increasing the efficiency of online sales, the formation of strategic alliance, and the celebrity endorsement. Some threats they can have is further decline of sales and profits, the global inflation, risks related to global sourcing and manufacturing, inability of the management to turn around the business, further increase in the cost of labor, struggling fast fashion segment, and U.S. apparel industry most affected among retail, intense competition in global markets with brands like Zara and H&M. Now I'm going to talk about the Gap marketing mix, and first I'm going to talk about the product. So Gap is a popular clothing and accessories brand that spread globally, and its wide products are t-shirts, jeans, denim apparel, jackets, sunglasses for everyone, shoes, jewelry, perfumes, etc. It sells its products under 5 broad categories, and each of these serves as separate product lines. It sells products with a lot of variety available, which allows customers to select the product of variety that best suits them. They also sell products that are highly differentiated with various features offered to customers that competitors don't offer. Its products are therefore considered to be unique. Its products are perceived to be of higher quality than that of the competitors, and therefore consumers are willing to pay a higher price for this. It sells also products that are famous for its traditional design that is also practical for consumers to use, like their shirts and their jackets and all of the things they sell. Now we're going to talk about the price. So in the US markets, Gap is a market leader in its segment. Apparel industry is highly competitive and hence it following a competitive pricing strategy. Its major competitors are American Eagle Outfitters, Urban Outfitters, and Macy's Inc. Gap protects its market share by optimizing cost for offering reduced prices for quality products. The current pricing strategy to set the price level that follows is a competitive-based pricing strategy. This is because the data on competitors is easily available due to a large number of competitors that exist within the industry. It currently uses product bundle pricing as well, where products are bundled together and sold at prices lower than the total of individual items. It also uses an optional product pricing strategy for certain products, where it offers a price for the base product and separate prices for the accessories that come along with it. It charges a greater price for the products it sells online, and this is because delivery cost has been included in the price of the product. It has fixed the prices of the final product. Channel members, retailers, and wholesalers buy the product at a lower price and earn through their own margins. But the new pricing strategy of Gap now integrates a combination of psychological and product line pricing techniques, and it achieved this through localizing the inventory of its retail stores. Thus, transportation cost was minimized. Now I'm going to talk about the place. So Gap sells its products through 2 marketing channels. The first is where it sells directly to its customers through its online website. The second is where it sells the wholesalers, who then sell to different retailers located all over the country, and then these sell to its customers. Also, the stores that they have in all around the world, they sell a lot of things, and Gap has its products present on over 500 retailers throughout the country. It follows an intensive marketing strategy where it tries to include its products on as many retailers as possible. This ensures that its products are available to customers easily in different parts of the country. Also, it has a substantial amount of online sales with frequent traffic on its websites. In order to run its online operations, has partnered with numerous delivery services providers in order to provide timely deliveries. It also follows an omnichannel distribution system where it has integrated its online and offline stores to allow customers easy access to its products. It also has a network of over 500 suppliers that provided with the raw materials needed for production. It has developed a close working relationship with its suppliers, allowing the company to work with them to innovate and introduce new and attractive features on its products. For promotion, Gap Inc. uses various sales promotions techniques. It offers various hard and e-gift card which can be used for buying across all sites and stores. Even online gift cards get delivered in around 3 days, with the option of personalized message. Presenting the product in the best way through mannequins, display, or boards and posters with trendy taglines is one of the main sales promotions techniques used by Gap. It also uses multiple media channels to promote its products. It uses traditional media, which includes an advertisement on television and radio. This is beneficial due to its large reach and ability to attract a large number of people. It also uses online and social media advertising, which is cheaper and beneficial due to the increasing usage of the internet. It advertises on various social media platforms with a focus on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter due to the high monthly usage of this, and also Instagram. And it also undergoes various sales promotion, taking part in various trade exhibitions and events around the year. Undergoes personal selling with a large sales force to increase its presence in retail stores, and uses a percentage of the sales method to determine the promotions budget for the year. So now we're going to talk about the people. Gap has people working under its sales team that play a vital role in its marketing efforts. These people have been trained in persuasive techniques, but also to show respect to the business customers, taking into consideration their preferences. It has people working in its customer service department, and these are contacted by customers in case of any issues with the product. And these people guide customers through the process of getting the issues resolved. These people are trained to respect the customers and try their best to get their issues resolved. It has people working with suppliers to obtain raw materials, and these people play a vital role in maintaining or improving the quality of the final product produced. Gap also has people working at retail stores who help the customer on site by answering any questions or helping them decide a product that best suits their needs. And for the process, Gap is to make sure that its products are always available at retail stores. Gap has systems installed where retailers can notify when their inventory levels are low, provides them with more products while ordering its productions to replenish its stock. This ensures that products are always available to customers where needed. Also, it has an online delivery process where orders are received in the computer system, and based on these orders, the relevant product from the inventory is shipped to the delivery service provider. It is actively involved in researching market opportunities in order to understand customer needs. It also develops understanding regarding customers' needs through feedback collected at store, its helpline, or social media pages. For the physical evidence, Gap sells its products in a distinct color packaging that is easily identifiable on retail shelves. These are placed on special shelves provided by the company, which also have a distinct color and design. This makes it easier for customers to locate such shelves in busy retail stores. Gap also has an online website that is user-friendly and allows customers to view its products in high-quality images taken from various angles. Now I'm gonna talk about the pestle analysis of Gap. First, we have the political, which is, for example, the impact of Tax Cuts and Jobs Act can affect Gap, the participation in political and regulatory process to support business perspectives, the frequent changes in government policies harm business and performance by increasing environmental uncertainty. Gap has to carefully analyze the protest by pressure groups, social environment activists, and then close collaboration with such groups may enhance the Gap ability to collaborate with community and achieve long-term corporate goals. Also, operating in countries with high corruption level and weak law enforcement makes the business environment increasingly unpredictable for Gap. For the economical side, we have the impact of COVID on economy and business. Changing trade policies in the US can be threatening. The changes in foreign exchange rate is one of the major economic factors that have direct implications on Gap's financial performance. An additional range of factors such as changes in inflation rate and tax rate in the US, the rate of unemployment, the cost labors, changes in the customer's disposable income, and other can also affect the performance of Gap. For the social side, it's the bifurcation of retail into price-based and premium segments, the championship equality for everybody in workplace, depending on how is the class structure, hierarchy, and power structure in the society, can affect the sales, and the entrepreneurial spirit and broader nature of the society. Some societies encourage entrepreneurship, and while some don't. For the technological side, technology enables omnichannel retailing, effective but less visible technologies. Recent technological developments by Gap Inc. competitors can be threatening, and the technology's impact on their product offering could be positive or negative. And the fact that just like the competitors start doing technological developments, it can be a threatening for Gap. The rate of technological diffusion can help Gap to keep being relevant in certain groups of people also. For the legal side, we have allegations of abuse and harassment at supplier factories, and Gap has had several accusations for child labor and for overworking and not paying employees what corresponds, which is not good for Gap. Antitrust law is apparel stores industry and overall in the country, copyright, patents, intellectual property law, consumer protection, and e-commerce and employment law. And for the last, we have the environmental side, which is here we have sustainable raw material sourcing as a trend, the apparel manufacturing heavily water-intensive process, air and water pollution regulations in apparel stores industry can affect Gap. Recycling and changes in the process of the elaboration of clothes has to be implemented due to the climate change situation that we have nowadays, and the waste management in services sector, the attitudes towards green or ecological products that people now have can lower the sales of Gap. Now we're going to talk about the omnichannel marketing. So Gap has two significant launches in Europe, including the migration of the UK's e-commerce business to Next Total platform and a standalone e-commerce website in France, fueling growth in the region and capitalizing on the opportunity to amplify the brand's reach to deliver modern American style around the world. Customers will have access to Gap's full assortment of iconic product with the added benefit of Next's strong operational capabilities and excellent customer services options, including a comprehensive click and collect services, free returns to 550 Next stores with the UK, next day home delivery for 4.50 euros, and free next day delivery to Next or Gap stores. In addition, the company will be testing its new order in-store capability, which allows customers instant access to expanded product offerings online. Building upon its current omnichannel suite, including reserve in stores, find in stores, and ship from store, the company will be testing its new order in-store capability, which allows customers instant access to expanded products offerings online. Further, the company is announcing the expansion of its reserve in-store service to all Gap stores in the US. Gap are expanded their reserve in-store pilot to help holiday shoppers save time by reserving items on that to-go and easily picking them up in store. So as a conclusion, Gap's partner to amplify strategy focus mainly on working with best-in-class companies who are experts in their space to drive market category and channel diversification, accelerate growth, and reach new and existing customers. The launch of these new channels in key European markets that are operated by regional experts allows the brand to offer a more personalized experience for the customers through powerful omnichannel platforms, localized and differentiate products assortments, and enhance service and convenience. Gap Inc. highlighted its use of technology and innovation to brighten the growing digital world with its physical stores at the company's annual meeting with investors. In new initiatives, the retailer is expanding its reserve in-store service to all U.S. Gap stores, enabling online and mobile shoppers to now reserve items at the more than 1,000 Gap stores locations. All its implementations and things already mentioned before have helped Gap to keep growing and to stay in the market in the last years. So we can see that Gap has really had a good moment. It declined a lot of the things that happened to Gap, that they had a decline in their sales was years ago. Now they are really better, and they're implementing all the things that I already mentioned, and they have a very good e-commerce. So we expect a good year for Gap. Thank you very much for your attention, and bye.